Hi guys, just going to mix a few of my projects together. This is my syrup battery that I split into 3 separate jars to give us extra voltage to run the solar rocker. That is currently on the time-lapse camera to see how long it'll last. I think it's 2 days it's been running so far. Anyway, when I put that together, I did mention that I really didn't want to use those jars, they're too big. I wanted to use shorter ones so that we didn't need quite so long anode and cathode hanging down inside, because there's a lot of wasted metal there. So I've been having a look for 3 matching jars. Got these 2 in my stock, and then I was looking in our fridge and we got this Asda whole grain mustard, and you think, okay, that does look like that's the same size jar. So I was going to go out and buy some just so I could have the jar. And then I noticed best before end of March 2021. It's November 2025 at the moment. So this is 4 years past its use-by date. I mean, it's probably perfectly all right. It's basically mustard and vinegar, citric acid. Yeah, spirit vinegar, salt, white wine vinegar, sugar, acidity regulator, and spices, and mustard seeds, obviously, and water. So I was going to make use of it for another battery. So I will empty it out of there so that we got 3 jars the same size for my syrup battery. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to retire the jelly battery because it doesn't work very well at all. We've been using it for a few weeks now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If we just open it up, if I can do that with one hand. We do have, I don't know if we can see that, a layer of black mold growing on the surface. The reason it's probably stopped at the moment is the magnesium has been eaten through. So I'm going to retire that one. It worked a bit. And at the same time, retiring that, I'm going to put this in there just as a excuse. So we'll put a mustard, whole grain mustard battery, which will be a bit of a cheat because it's basically vinegar, which will work. But I've printed that lid for it, and you may notice it has a keyhole in it. And the reason it's got a keyhole in it is I found I've got some old keys, and that looks like a brass key to me. I can get it in focus. So we're going to put that in there with the mustard and vinegar. I'm just testing to see if I can actually solder onto the top of it. So we will solder the positive, which goes to the copper there. We'll solder that one onto there and put that in there. So we'll have a mustard powered battery using a brass key as the cathode. Hope you're following all this. That then means we'll have, this one is empty, so I can replace the syrup battery with 3 smaller jars. So a bit long-winded and complicated. I was just going to throw that out, but we're going to make use of it, and we're going to retire the jelly battery. It's November the 5th, so there's fireworks going off in the background. So apologies if there's loud bangs. Anyway, this is our whole grain mustard. with a bit of extra water in there just to fill the jar up. And this is my keyhole top. Looks like I need to open that out a little bit. Okay, that should be okay. That should fit over there. That clears the keyhole. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to have to put that in there first. Okay. So that in there. See if we can do this so you can actually see if we get a display. Pretty confident we will, but you never know. That's going to be long enough. So put that in there, and you might be able to see we have a display. So I'll set the time, and I'll put that in the window ledge along with the others. Well, I haven't set the clock yet because I'm just watching it, and it really isn't that powerful. That display is coming and going. That's quite a surprise. I thought it would be better than that, being as I say it's mainly vinegar in there. But that's not very powerful at all. I will set the clock, but it wouldn't surprise me if it dies before the day is out or the night is out. Right, there we are. We got the smaller jars. So we haven't got a big gap above the liquid to the top of the jar. There's the old jars. So I'll clean them out and we can use them for something else. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.